Well, New Hampshire South is returning to the championship race in 2026.
Woohoo!
Thank
Called it.
fucking God. Yeah, we did.
Well, a lot of people called it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of saw the writing on the wall.
If you didn't get that one right,
If you didn't know, well, now you know.
if you didn't get that one right, you need to look into a new profession.
Yeah. Anyway, cool on that. Going to put on some good racing for the championship race. Been a while since they've been there. Who won it last time they were
2019,
there?
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Because Denny Hamlin, what? I think Denny put the wrong tires on
Yeah,
the
they
car,
put the right sides on
and
the
then
lefts or whatever.
Truex team put too much tape on the grill.
And,
They kind of eliminated themselves.
yeah.
That was 3 Joe Gibbs and Harvick. I don't think Harvick was a factor really all day.
But they'll be there, which is good. And then from there, they're probably going to rotate from what it sounds like, championship tracks every year. So I don't know if that's 2 different tracks, just back and forth.
It's in the discussion. I'll give you the tracks. Charlotte, Kansas, Vegas, Phoenix. And I'm going to give you a lot of credit on this one. Darlington.
Where did you get this information?
The source when they announced the rotation of Homestead.
If it's Darlington, ooh, I'm going. I'm going.
That would be very cool.
Uh,
But I feel like I've heard a few, but
If it's-
you were really the only one that's like Darlington
It
would
needs
be a
to
great
be.
finale.
It would be the best race. It would be. I will say this, though. If it's Charlotte,
Woo-wee!
I'm going.
That'd be cool too.
I'm not going to Kansas. I'm not going to Vegas. I would if I was in Kansas or Vegas, but
Phoenix
I'm not flying out
will
there.
be another championship weekend
Yeah.
again. Probably in 2 years.
But here's the deal. One thing they haven't announced yet is what the championship is going to look like next year.
Yep.
There's a possibility that just because it's the championship race,
Don't mean it's
it's
take off.
winner take all, which we'll see.
Please, you got half of the equation right. Figure out the other half.
That's what I think they should do. I think they should have a 3-race finale for the championship.
Short track, intermediate, super speedway. That super speedway be kind of crazy.
I'd
But
probably say
that would still get the entertainment that NASCAR is looking for.
I would say probably a short track at 2 intermediates.
Give me a road course.
Counting Darlington as an intermediate. I say you get Darlington, Charlotte,
Is this just for the championship week or race or the whole round?
the round.
Okay.
Darlington, Charlotte, and
Vegas.
you got to have a short track in there.
Oh, yeah.
So either Martinsville or Bristol.
That's the way it's looking. Do Martinsville.
And just rotate those. So this year, the last race is at Darlington. Next year, the last race is at Charlotte. Next year, the last race is at Martinsville.
Oh, God. Could you imagine a championship race at Martinsville?
Yeah.
You think
That would be the only problem with doing it that way, is having a short track to final
the
race.
Xfinity Series would look like choir boys?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The Cup Series guys usually ain't that bad. But you're going for a championship on a restart at Martinsville with 2 to go? Well, you are asking for Sammy Smith 2.0.
Yeah, but I will say this. That would probably make it strange, but
I think they want to keep the West Coast audience involved for
Fuck
a
'em.
championship.
they're watching football at time of year anyway.
It's true. But now I'm excited for Homestead to come back, obviously. It's what I know most of us wanted. This year's race didn't put on a great race, but it was way better than any Phoenix race I remember in the past ever, probably, other than maybe a couple races here and there. 2011 Jeff Gordon spring race won after he hit the wall. It was a great race. That was a big one on the backstretch of Phoenix. Jeff Gordon won that race. That was awesome. But, I think Homestead ultimately is a better track, and it fits being a finale way better than Phoenix. And I heard that they're doing this without confirmation from the city of Homestead, Miami, that they're going to renovate the track, which is why Homestead got that track taken away from championship weekend, because their renovations weren't up to par of other tracks around the circuit, and they're still coming back to Homestead. So, I give NASCAR a lot of credit for that, a lot of props to them, because Phoenix is apparently is given NASCAR, put all this money into the track, put a lot of investment into making the amenities at Phoenix amazing, and taking care of their fans, taking care of NASCAR when they show up. It takes a lot of balls for NASCAR to be like, okay, yeah, I appreciate everything that you've been doing, but the track itself, you can't really fix that right now. I appreciate everything you've done around the track, appreciate what you've done for us, but we're going back to Homestead, which is like, it's kind of comparing a Longhorn ribeye to a fucking, I don't know, what would you compare that to? A
Longhorn, not ribeye.
Yeah, there you go. Longhorn, not ribeye. A sirloin. A sirloin you get at the grocery store.
Do you know why sirloin's the king of steaks?
It's not.
It's the only one you have to call sir.
I heard that one. That's funny. It's the worst cut steak, but it's funny. So yeah, I'm proud of NASCAR. They're listening to the fans on this one. We've been saying for years we don't want it in Phoenix. Need to move the championship, especially if you have a one-race championship. Move it out of Phoenix. Put it to a track that is better, puts on better racing, and they're doing it. And as far as the rotation goes, I like it. I don't like it being at one track. I want it to rotate from a lot of tracks. Makes sense. Like, I know it's going to open the opportunity for somebody in NASCAR to be like, you know what? We can put this thing in Atlanta for the championship for a finale.
If they take the restrictor out of them and let them run the intermediate package,
let them horses run, boy.
Give them 1,000 horse.
Let that thing eat. So yeah, I'm excited for the rotation. Like, Darlington would be a great finale. Charlotte, Kansas, Vegas, all of them make good, perfect sense.
Mexico City.
No, don't you dare do that. Put it at Pocono. Will it's snowing?
Anderson Motor Speedway.
Dover, Delaware in November. Oh man, the what's this? Miles? Yeah, Miles a monster. Yeah, that would be a problem. Get snowplows out there.
Watkins Glen.
No.
In February. Yeah.
February?
I mean, in November.
That's the start of the season, not the end. So yeah, I'm excited for the rotation and Homestead coming back. Hopefully they change the format to where it's not winner take all. I got half the equation right. Let's get the other half right and change this playoff format.
Duh.
You didn't really talk about Homestead.
Well, that's right. I didn't. Yay. No, I am excited about it.
Good analysis.
I am excited about the
Remember, because a couple
Homestead.
weeks ago after the Homestead race, you're like, I wouldn't mind it coming back to the finale, but I don't think I'm as excited as other people.
Well, I'm not, because it's not put on great racing since the next-gen cars come out. But you disagree?
Yes. 100%.
So you're telling me
100%. 100%.
The racing's better at Homestead now than it was in the Gen 6 car?
Well, no, but
That's what I'm saying. It's put on decent racing, sure. There
better
hadn't
than
been
Phoenix.
Yeah, obviously. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Better than 85% of the other tracks in
sure,
NASCAR.
sure.
Now.
But Kansas puts on better racing.
Yeah.
Darlington on a whole, now it didn't this year, but Darlington on the whole puts on better racing. Charlotte puts on better racing. Vegas puts on better racing.
No, disagree with you on that one.
Since the next gen car,
Yes.
I think they're
Homestead's way more throttle control. You can
At the
actually
very
move around.
least-
Vegas you're almost full throttle.
at the very least they're comparable.
No, I'd put Homestead.
But anyways, Homestead is better than Phoenix, and it is still one of the better tracks on the circuit. So I am happy that it's there. I'm just not like jumping for joy.
Yeah, it's like Homestead, Vegas, 50 feet of crap. Then there's Phoenix.
Yeah.
So
I would not be mad if they told me they weren't racing Phoenix anymore.
I'd be a little sad. Phoenix is attracted.
As Jamie McMurray said, they
They
hadn't
put
put on
on
a good
track-
race there since 1984, and
Since they
that's the
started
year that
building
they
it.
built it.
Yeah. I will give to you on that one.
Well, they did. There was a good race there one time.
You got to give NASCAR credit.
Kurt Busch did win a race there in Irwin Tools 97 car, 2004. So
That I thought, no, Dale's Jr. won that race.
no,
Yes. You talking about the spring race?
no, the night race.
I know Dale Jr. won the fall race at Phoenix in 2004.
It might have been 05.
I thought he was driving the Miller car in 05. Or was that 06? No, that's when he got DWI. 05, wasn't it? He got fired.
He fucking won a race there in the 97 car. It might have been 03. I don't know, but he wasn't driving a Irwin Tools
Maybe
car
it was.
in 03.
Maybe Dale won 03 at Phoenix in the fall. I know Dale Jr. won a Phoenix fall race one of them years. But you got to give NASCAR credit. They're not just not listening to us, because I don't think they did do this if we weren't screaming it at top of our lungs for 5 years.
It was April 2005.
Ha! Gotcha.
It was a night race though, in the Irwin Tools 97. Like I said,
That race sucked.
race was awesome.
You know what Phoenix race was better? 07. Spring race.
You know, the problem with that race is the winner.
No, that's what made it good.
The best Phoenix race ever.
Holding out the 3 flag after he tied him. I mean, come on. It's a great race.
The problem.
moment.
The problem with that is it should have been Jeff, not Dale, that left us in 2001. So I mean, the world would be a better place.
How dare you talk about Jeff Burton like that?
I'm talking about Jeff Samardzija, the baseball player.
Yeah. Give NASCAR credit, man. They're listening to us a little bit.
Well, they need to listen to me about fucking horsepower.
Horsepower. Well, that's 90% of the fan base.